This is Daniel Eli, reincarnated biblical prophet, endtimeprophet2012.com, finalbookofdaniel.com. Now, what happened to the October 11th prophecy? Did I fail miserably in my prediction? Let me tell you how this originated. On August 23rd, year 2012, I was speaking to my angels, and we were getting a little bit angry that God was getting angry because no one was listening to my prophecies. They weren't taking me seriously. So I talked to one of my angels, and they said, "Okay, Daniel, when do you want to do this?" And I said, "Okay, it's 48 days from now." And she said, "Okay, but we don't want to cause any bodily harm." And I said, "Neither do I. Just go and do what you have to do. It's 48 days from now. That's when the earthquake happens." So then I proceeded to make a very angry sounding video where I made it sound like it was going to be a massive tsunami on October 11th, like a global 1 mile high tsunami. I was probably exaggerating a little bit, but in any case, that earthquake that I prophesied did come to pass. Now, here's the disclaimer I made on October 11th, at 9 a.m. early in the morning, before the day really began. Here's what I wrote, okay? "Contrary to what you may imagine, this prophecy was never, quote-unquote, written in stone, nor was it all supposed to occur, quote-unquote, on October 11th. This is just the probable beginning of the birth pangs. It is far more likely, quote-unquote, that this will be a series or string of massive, tumultuous, earth-shattering global quakes from here on in over a period of time, as in days, weeks, or a couple months. In particular, watch the next 40 days and 40 nights, as you may very well see severe global activity, especially around the Pacific Ring of fire, more than usual. Look in particular," and here's what I said that day before this began. I said, "Look in particular for a 6.6 Richter scale earthquake somewhere on the Pacific Rim, and watch for San Francisco and Seattle." So, what happened that day? Was it a non-event? Actually, no. If you listen to the U.S. media, you'd come to that conclusion because it was not really reported. But there was a massive earthquake in Indonesia, in the eastern province of Maluku. This is what the story says. "The U.S. Geological Survey says the quake measures magnitude 6.7, which is almost identical to the 6.6 I prophesied, and was centered 67 miles north of Dobo on the Euro island chain of the provincial capital of Maluku, at a depth of 15 miles. So that earthquake was actually not just predicted, but actually created by me and the great I Am presence. I am functioning as an Ancient of Days. That's essentially God in the flesh. For those who don't know what an Ancient of Days is, it's Daniel chapter 7. That's the guy, the old man on the throne, except that I'm not on the throne in the sky. I'm right here on earth. So now that prophecy came into fruition exactly as I prophesied, but not exactly in the sense that it was going to be a massive tsunami and everything occurring right on October 11th. That was just the beginning. And October 12th was another day for big earthquakes. But just remember that this is just the window of opportunity that opened up during that time period. So that once that window of opportunity opens up, the wrath of God can come at any time. It can come severely. So those who think that this was a false prophecy are mistaken. It may not have been as dramatic as I originally prophesied, but don't worry, more's on the way, right? And the nature of prophecy is that it's not written in stone. I already specifically stated that this is not written in stone. You know, this is just a warning prophecy. That's what true prophecy is about. It's not predictions that come true. It's predictions that are nullified. And by the way, the Catholic Church pays close attention to everything I say, and they paid attention to the warning prophecy, and all their billion followers, word filtered down through the ranks. They don't consciously say it's from Daniel the Eli, the angel, in their services in Mass, but they do say, let's pray for earthquakes, or let's pray for world peace, whenever I say things. So don't imagine that this video, which is not going to receive very many hits, don't imagine it doesn't have that much influence, because it does. And the President of the United States, by the way, has taken me seriously. It's just that you haven't seen him publicly say so, obviously, for obvious reasons. You can't call someone like, an angel of God, yeah, with visible wings. And yes, I do have visible wings. I have 2 testimonies on my YouTube channel where this is discussed. Anyways, this video is 5 minutes long when it comes to an end. That's for a specific reason. You go in peace. God bless you. And make sure to watch for November, because you're going to look at this potential economic collapse, martial law type of situation. It's not written in stone. See, we don't have to experience the hardships before the ascension. On that note, go in peace, okay? God bless you all.